What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. This is what I want to call the Kanye Critics Celebrity Roast. I would have done this live, but on my Mac, I use Firefox. And they want me to download Google Chrome. I don't need a bunch of fucking internet browsers. You know, I guess they want to keep everything in-house. You know what I mean? Because Google owns Chrome and YouTube and all that shit. If I'm gonna live stream, I'm just gonna do it from my phone from now on. I haven't done a live stream in a while. I wanted this one to be live, but fuck it, I'll just record this shit because there's a lot of shit I gotta get off my fucking chest about this Kanye shit and the celebrities that have something to say about the shit. Okay, this is gonna be good. First off, what inspired this? Two people. My man Quincy Thompson, number one, because he tagged me, and my man Mike Seatown from Dead End Hip Hop tagged both of us on something on Facebook about these. There was a video by these two Negroes that were going in on Kanye West. I believe the name of their fucking channel was The Report Card Podcast or some shit like that. And a lot of y'all know where I stand. I've already done a video on this. My stance has not changed. I believe in free thinking. I believe in people having their own opinions. But naturally, what you get from majority of these people are emotional ass fucking responses. And let me shout out Mike Seatown from Dead End Hip Hop, because I think he was the only person that didn't give a fucking emotional response the whole time. He had said that, the guy's talented, he makes good music and everything. I just don't think that he should be looked at as a role model. Well, the latter part I kind of disagree with, because he is a entrepreneur, very responsible. He's a father as well. So I think that there's certain things you can take from or learn from him and look at him as a role model for those aspects. You don't have to take everything, but okay, but my point is, overall, Mike Seatown wasn't being emotional about it. These guys on that podcast shit, oh god, once I hear certain terms, let me tell you something. I like to listen, but it's this whole the retroactive hate. This nigga's crazy. He's a coon. When the guy asked him, well, what about the Kanye fans that do agree with what he's saying? Oh, you know what? Take his dick out your mouth. The whole ad hominem shit. These dudes are proving Kanye's point in a nutshell. The reactions that people are having are solidifying his point. And let me say two things. When he talks about free thought, which is essentially the essence of his argument, it's an opinion. Yeah, black people shouldn't have monolithic thought. I totally agree with that. I've been saying that before Kanye was saying it. When people have these opinions and they're attacking him for it, which I'm about to get into, they're proving his point automatically. Number two, the other thing is, you got Negroes running around saying, well, he's only saying this because he has an album coming out and he's got the album with Nas coming out, or whatever the case may be. Even if he is trolling, So what? He wins on that platform as well, because you're talking about him. And also, this is a conversation that needs to be had, especially within the black community, or so-called black community. It needs to be had. Yes, it gets addressed, but not on a level like this. It hasn't been. It's just one of those things that a lot of black people like to push to the side. I've done videos on this. Okay, so let's get into some of this shit. We got Eve, the rapper Eve. I'm gonna go down. I have my stickies up so I don't miss anybody, because I gotta go in, man. We got the female rapper Eve. Okay. Oh God, this chick went out and she, everyone got an opinion, which is fine. She was asked about the Kanye West shit. She's running around saying, "Oh, all the things he's saying is so disrespectful. I can't, I'm so done with Kanye West. I can't take it anymore. He's so disrespectful. The things he's saying about slavery." Okay, and before I go in on her, let me go in on the slavery comments. When he said 400 years of slavery, when people say that, it sounds like a choice. Which, okay, a lot of you Negroes, what you'll do is you only take that quote and you're done with it. Y'all are like kids at playing the telephone game. You hear one piece of shit, you don't want to hear the whole thing, and you just run with it. You say, "Oh no, he said slavery was a choice." That blah 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 blah. He said, first of all, listen to what he's saying. If you listen to the full thing, he wasn't just talking about being in bondage. He was talking about mental slavery. He's not saying when the people that came to enslave black people came. He wasn't saying, "Oh yeah, we want to be enslaved." He's not saying that. He's saying after a while you had strength in numbers. You had people. Someone had to be like, "Dude, like, why is my wife being raped? Why are my children being slaughtered? Why am I in this position?" And it's so funny because we champion people like Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman. For what reason? Ask yourself, what reason do you champion people like that? What reason do we have to study shit like Vietnam or the Haitian Revolution? It's exactly what he's saying. They made a choice to revolt. They made a choice to say, "Whoa, we're not gonna do this." You know what I mean? So yes, you had a time, I believe maybe 200 years, give or take, physically enslaved. Then you had Jim Crow and all that other shit, segregation, all that shit after the fact, but you were still mentally enslaved to this day. And I've talked about this extensively in past videos, how black people have this hive-minded mentality. That's why we don't get anywhere. We have to vote Democratic. We have to listen to only rap music. We have to live in urban areas. We have to think being ignorant is cool. There's a lot of things that go into being black in this country, where it got to the point where white people come up to me and tell me, or tell other black people, that you ain't black enough because you're not doing certain things. You know what I mean? So a lot of you are still mentally enslaved. He's 100% right when it comes down to choices. Okay? So you got to ask yourself, think about, and let me go even further. I want to shout out Uncle Mayhem, Anthony Brian Logan, Amazing Lucas, and Tommy Sotomayor for pointing this out. And Tommy Sotomayor especially, because he talked about this. He said this shit way before Kanye, and he got a backlash about, I want to say 3 years ago. He made a video talking about the same thing. He just recently re-uploaded it. But they brought up another recent good point. Black Panther, the movie Black Panther. And for those of you who haven't seen it, I'm going to give out a spoiler. So I want you to go see this movie. So fast forward from here about a minute, or go watch the movie and come back and watch this, whatever you want to do. But I'm about to say something that's fucking real, that none of y'all could debunk. That, thanks to these guys, they brought this up. In Black Panther, you had a the villain, Michael B. Jordan's character, Eric Killmonger. At the end of the movie, when he was stabbed in the chest after he fought T'Challa, and he was stabbed in the chest, what is it that this motherfucker said? When Black Panther says, "Here, let me help you. I could bring you back into Wakanda. We could heal you." What is it that Killmonger said? Killmonger said, "You know what?" He goes, "Why? So you could lock me up?" He goes, "Nah, I'm good." He says, "Bury me where my ancestors jumped from the slave ships, because they knew in death it would be better than a life in bondage." That means he made a choice. He'd rather die than live the way that you want me to live. Fuck that. And all of y'all ate it up. Oh yeah, Eric Killmonger, even me. I loved Killmonger. I said he was my favorite character because he spoke with so much conviction and he acted with conviction. Even though he was a villain, he acted, everything he said he did. He was about his shit. And he meant it. Listen, give me liberty or give me death. What's the other saying? I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. These are all sayings from history that say you have a choice. You have a choice when you're put into something, when you face some type of adversity, whether the option is pretty, which it never really will be, or you have this option in front of you and you have another option that's not good, but it's better than what you're facing. What are you gonna do? You have a choice. You can either submit to the adversity or you can fight. It's just like this analogy. If for these brothers, because I know a lot of y'all, can not. Well, not. I don't want to say can relate, but I've heard this before, like talking about going to jail and getting raped. You think you're just gonna give it up? No, you're gonna say, listen, if you're coming to get this, we're gonna do it. I'm going down swinging. That's what you're gonna do. You're not just gonna say, all right, fine, fuck it, pull your pants down and stick your ass out for someone to fuck you in your booty hole. You're not gonna do that. You're gonna fight. No matter how big or small you are, you're gonna fight, because you're gonna say, no, I'm going down. If I'm gonna go down, I'm not going down the way that you want me to go down. All right. So the fact that people will sit there and fucking deny is fucking stupid. All right. So back to Eve. Eve been beefing with she's been beefing with Foxy Brown for damn near 2 decades, and she's talking about, oh, it's so disrespectful what Kanye is saying and this and that. Well, didn't you think it was disrespectful for you to turn around and write several diss tracks to Foxy Brown? You never said to her, hey, listen sister, we're both females in this rap thing. Let's just make money together. Let's just, let's put this shit aside because people are expecting us to act a certain way. No, they see 2 black females up on the world stage. Let's just go get this money together. No. You didn't say that shit then. No. But now you're worried about disrespect. Okay. So I can't take you seriously. Chris Brown. I'm not even going to go in on that. Y'all already know I'm not going to take some dude that runs around beating bitches up, particularly black women, and turn around now he's for black causes and, oh my God, look at you, Kanye West. Get the fuck out of here, dude. 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg. I'm not sure which one of the two did this shit, but I saw a photo of Kanye West, and they kind of like contrasted his face so he looks white, which again, it kind of proves his point that y'all have this hive mindset. You can't debate what he's saying. You say, oh, he's white. This is something that we encounter in the so-called black community so fucking much. If you're doing something that's outside the fucking box, if you're doing your homework on time, you're white. If you're studious, you're white. If you if you make money, you go to college and you move out to the burbs, you're white. Like anything that you're supposed to do in life, and you get somewhat successful at it, you move out of the hood, whatever, you're considered white. Like, this just makes 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg, who I'm fans of, makes them look ignorant. And you're proving Kanye West's point all over the board. All right. So Snoop Dogg, again, this guy, this guy's so ridiculous. A fan of his earlier work, you know, his like maybe his first 2-3 albums. After that, he kind of became a novelty rapper to me. He became a household name. All these white people, white liberals specifically, ate him up. That's why he can't go against the grain with certain things. Okay. Speaking of Snoop Dogg, you have a what's his Dog Pound affiliate? What's this guy? Daz Dillinger. This Negro, I think he went on Twitter or something, and he said, "Oh, we gotta run up on this nigga Kanye." Oh God, this is what I'm talking about. Like, we're so quick to attack each other. This man Kanye did not kill nobody. He didn't rape nobody. He didn't rob anybody. He just stated a fucking opinion that at the end of the day, this shit is a controversy. If everybody just said, well, that's that man's opinion, I'm just gonna be over here, fine. This shouldn't have lasted a day. But because of how mentally enslaved you niggas really are, this dude, I saw the meme. I saw a meme and I just cracked the fuck up. Someone created this meme, you know, George Zimmerman is still walking around free, yet you niggas want to have Crips run up on Kanye West. That says it all. I'm sorry. That says it all. You won't run up on none of these other dudes that really fuck you. You're not gonna say shit. But the minute a black man has an opinion that differs from yours, you want to run up on him with Crips. I lost all respect for you, Daz. I mean, love your music, with early music with Dr. Dre and Snoop, but I lost all respect for you with that shit. Who else we got on this list? This is a 3-piece. Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and Rihanna, etc. These guys supposedly, and this goes back to the Report Card podcast, supposedly these guys unfriended Kanye from Twitter. And to me, it's like, who gives a fuck? And again, this is a problem with us in the black community. We need all these stupid things to validate us. We need everyone to be friends with us. We need people to love us constantly. We need to be patted on the head all the time. We need jokes and memes are the trump cards and everything. Never using logic, never. So I'm gonna unfriend you. You're not my friend anymore. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Yeah, it's that's the stupidest logic. That, oh well, they unfriended them. They unfriended him. Big fucking whoop. You think that Kanye West is gonna lose money or lose sleep over these motherfuckers? He's still making money outside this rap shit. So I mean, what does that matter? That, and again, that proves his point that you can't just say it's that man's opinion. You know, and let me shout out some of the people that kind of did support him. Justin Bieber being the fucking voice of reason out of all people. This guy turns around and says, listen, Kanye, I don't always agree with you, but still love you, man. You're still my friend. That's it. Case closed. Shout out to Justin Bieber for that. That's how a man is supposed to conduct himself. So he's not tarnishing his friendship nor his business relationship, because he's saying, look, we don't have to agree. We don't have to do that. But, you know, still my dude, whatever. And that's what I always say. There's people, a few of my good friends are staunch liberals. We disagree politically, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I can still go out and shoot the shit with them and have a beer or whatever the fuck. I mean, that's how life is supposed to be. You know what I mean? So shout out to Justin Bieber for that, you know. Slim fucking Thug. This dude, this is another reason. This is another reason why I'm doing this video. Shout out to Slim Thug, because he was on, I think, Vlad TV. He was interviewed, and he said, hey, he goes, all you celebrities that are turning around now to criticize Kanye West because of his opinion, y'all need to look in the mirror, because you got your own demons that are out there, and you're running up, you want to run up on Kanye because the man has an opinion. Thank God for Slim fucking Thug. Thank fucking God. I hope you see this video, brother. Shout you out. Thank you for using your fucking brain and not thinking with this all the fucking time. All right. Jamie Foxx said a little something to defend him. What's the guy from TMZ? Harvey Levin actually said during that one interview where he was there with Candace Owens and everything, he was just like, yeah, he goes, you know what, I totally encourage what you're saying about free thought, because people get bullied if they think outside the box. And he goes, I'm not with that. You know, he goes, maybe on specifics we may differ, but I encourage what you're saying. I totally agree with what you're saying. So it's not everybody, but it's a select few people that have the balls to say, you know what, I respect your opinion, or I agree with you. We may differ. Fine. It is what it is. All right. Who else I got to talk about here? Evidence. Oh God. Evidence. Why? Evidence from Dilated Peoples. One of my favorite artists as of yet. I've done videos on this guy. His latest album came out, Whether or Not. Pick that shit up. Great fucking album. Rest in peace to his wife. I know he recently lost his wife due to cancer. I know he's going through some shit, but I gotta call you on this, bro. The other day he posted a thing, and it was a light. You know where this is coming from. He posted a thing saying ALC, meaning Alchemist. This is on Twitter. Alchemist is greater than, using the greater than sign, Kanye West. And I mean, this is so bullshit. The only reason he's doing this is because Kanye's the hot topic. Now he's more closer with Alchemist, obviously. He's been close with him for years, but I find him being a little bit disingenuous, considering the fact that Kanye West was one of the guys that actually gave him one of his biggest songs. I forget what the name of it was. It was on was it on Neighborhood Watch, the Dilated Peoples album? And Kanye West was featured on the track as well. So, it's like, he hasn't really worked with Kanye in a while. He works closely with Alchemist now. So it's just like he's taking a jab because, now Kanye's being crucified, so let me jump in on it. It's sort of like how a lot of you motherfuckers suffer from Trump derangement syndrome, where a lot of people will just post anything and then relate it back to Trump. There'll be something fucked up in their own life, and they'll say, well, it's Trump's fault. No, nigga, it's your fault. Take accountability, okay? Not everything in this world you can relate to Trump. And the same thing with this shit. I felt it was sort of underhanded of Alchemist, of Evidence. And I gotta call you on that, bro, because when Blue openly came out and called you a white supremacist, you and I believe Alchemist, and call you white supremacist, what'd you do? You responded with love. Oh, he's going through issues right now. We love you, Blue, and this and that. But you're not giving Kanye West that same pass. You're not giving him any of that stuff. You're not listening to what he's saying. And now you're trying to hide it in, oh well, he's a worse producer than so and so. Nah. I'm sorry, I'm not letting you get away with that, bro. I'm not letting you get away with that. And it may be true, it may be an opinion, but the only reason that you're saying this is because of what's going on right now. Sorry, sorry, Evidence. Love you, but I gotta call you on that shit. But yeah, I'm just tired of this situation. I'm tired of a lot of y'all being hypocrites. A lot of you are fucking hypocritical. You have, again, I used the Eric Killmonger example. You have, who else? I told you about Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death. These are examples of how people in life, they make choices, even though they're like, listen, I'm not gonna deal with you. I'm not going to deal with the way you want me to live. I'm not doing that. I want to live for me. So I just find it funny that, you know, you champion certain people, i.e., like I said, Nat Turner. Y'all cool with him, but what did he do? He revolted because he said, I'm not gonna live under this racist white man's laws. I'm not gonna be a slave. And yeah, people go, well, but he died, and yeah, that's the point. He goes, listen, I'd rather die than live the way, I'm gonna fight for my fucking freedom. Harriet Tubman, what'd she do? She ran. She said, look, I'm gonna take a few, y'all wanna come on, let's get out of here, because there's a better life for us. So there's, at some point, even asking a question is a form of revolution, because you're revolting against what is coming down on you. You know, you're making a choice. Please stop confusing it with adversity coming in front of you. Adversity coming in front of you, that's not a choice. That's just something that comes in front of you and you got to deal with it. That's just fucking life. For example, bullying in school, when people get bullied, y'all know I hate fucking bullies with a passion. But you have an option when you're dealing with that bully. If someone's coming in front of your face, that's why I used to do those videos when the bully fucking gets their ass whooped. Guess what? That person made a choice. The person could have submitted, given up their lunch money, took that ass whooping. But guess what? The person said, nah, I'm not doing that shit. And they beat the shit out of them, pile drive them, whatever. And that's what it is, you know. And what would that bully do? That bully will turn around and respect you and treat you differently. They will respect you. And let me tell you something. All this shit with mental slavery, like I said before, is still going on. Black people are under white liberal control. They've been under white liberal control forever. This is exactly why you have people like Chance the Rapper will put out a tweet that says, you know, during this whole debacle, goes, well, yeah, black people don't have to be Democrats. Then what does he do? He has to turn around and clarify this shit. Because oh, my bad. He has to turn around and I mean, what are you apologizing for? That's a statement that you can't misconstrue. Black people don't have to be Democrats. Black people can be Democrats if they really feel it in their heart. Me personally, I'm not a Democrat. I've said this 1,000 times. I'm more a conservative. You know what I mean? Because it falls in line with how we used to be when we were successful during Jim Crow, during segregation. We had conservative values. Well, that's when we had Black Wall Street, because we were concerned with economy. We were concerned with thinking, being forward thinking. We had our family structure together. You know what I mean? So that's why I mimic a lot of our ancestors' actions, and those who came before us. I try to mimic their actions because they were successful. So that's why I lean more that way. But the idea that, you know, you have to constantly be on food stamps, you have to do this, you have to vote Democrat every fucking chance you get. Meanwhile, you look at your cities, most of these black cities or inner cities are run democratically, and they look like shit. You never question that. And if you do, you're the bad person. I mean, the shit just... It's just beyond me how y'all are just willing to crucify this dude. And I don't know, man. I could go on, but I think I'm gonna cut it short here. I've been rambling for a little bit. I got other shit to do. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love. I know a lot of you niggas are gonna be in your feelings, so leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, like, share this video, all that good shit. And that's it. Peace, bitches.